Welcome to Mount Washington, home of the world's worst weather. When we last left you, we had just finished a great day exploring all the best attractions in Franconia Notch State Park in New Hampshire, including the Flume, the Basin, and the Old Man of the Mountain historical site. After a rainy night, we got up early the next morning and headed out to go take a ride on the famous Mount Washington Cog Railway. A trip to the White Mountains of New Hampshire is not complete without this fun and awe-inspiring attraction. The Mount Washington Cog Railway is a specialized railroad designed to climb steep grades. The railway opened in 1869. From 1869 until 2008, they used coal-fired, steam-powered locomotives to push the passengers up the mountain. Today, they mostly use modern biodiesel-powered locomotives, which are much cleaner and more efficient than the steam ones. They still do offer a few rides on the steam trains for those who want a more nostalgic ride. It was an amazing feat of engineering for that era, as it was the world's first mountain climbing cog railway, using a rack and pinion system to grip the rails. This was no easy climb either. The railway is just 3 miles long, but it climbs about 3,600 feet vertically at an average grade of 25%.
What are you doing today?
We are doing the Cog Railway.
What's that?
It is a railroad that goes up the side of Mount Washington in New Hampshire. It's a special kind of train that's built specifically to climb mountains.
Pretty neat.
It's basically one engine, one car, and the engine is behind us and it's just going to push us up the hill. It should take about an hour to get up there. We're not getting going yet, and it's well into the 80s down here. It's pretty hot. A round-trip ride on the Cog will take about 4 hours to complete. It takes roughly 60 minutes to make the climb and slightly less to come back down, and they give you roughly 1 hour to explore the summit. For more information on this fun attraction, please see the link to the Cog Railway's website in the description below. Mount Washington's steepest section is called Jacob's Ladder, which is at a grade of over 37%. On this section, you can stand in the aisle of the car and almost reach out and touch the floor in front of you.
By the way, that end of the coach down there is also about 13 feet lower right now.
100 more feet to go. It's a little too people-y around here. Yeah. It's much cooler up here, isn't it?
Not bad though.
No.
Carrying around a jacket for nothing.
We haven't gone up on the roof yet. I keep telling her, wait till we go up on the roof. The Mount Washington summit is very well developed, with several buildings of various uses. The main building is the Sherman Adams Summit Building, which houses a visitor center that includes a snack bar, restrooms, a museum, and even an official U.S. post office. Summer temperatures are usually in the high 40s to low 50s at the summit, so make sure you bring a jacket or a sweater no matter how warm it is in the valley. A raincoat is always a wise choice, as the weather is very unpredictable at the summit. Of course, you can always buy more layers in the gift shop at the summit if you forget yours. The National Weather Service is also located here, and they're open year-round even though the summit building is closed to the public in the winter. Mount Washington claims to have the world's worst weather. The summit is in the clouds over 300 days a year, and it's almost always windy, with winds on average in the 30s and 40s. The highest winds ever recorded on the summit occurred on April 12, 1934, when a wind speed of 231 miles an hour was measured. Mount Washington also gets a lot of snow. It has snowed every month of the calendar year, and they average 281 inches of snow per year. That's over 23 feet per season. Wear your skates on this stuff. Hey.
We made it up.
We made it up. We're on the roof of the observatory. Some days you can't even stand up here.
It's not one of those days.
Today's a nice day though.
Yeah, it's actually pretty calm.
Probably in the high 50s, low 60s up here.
Probably one of the better days up here.
Yep. Picked a good day to come.
Yeah.
Because I think tomorrow's not going to be as good.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, off and on.
Yeah.
It's actually not all that windy either.
Look at that line.
Came up here once in cloud cover.
That's a line to get a picture taken at the official summit. We've got that picture already. So I don't see us getting in that line today.
It's just a sign in a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
So unless you want that.
Yeah, that pile of rocks over there is considered the official summit. And it has the medallion and the what is it, the Army Corps of Engineers or U.S. Geological
The survey, yeah.
Yeah. The
Little
big medallion
round.
that they embed in the rocks to mark the official summit. You know, the webcam that you can peek in on and see this rooftop is mounted to this building. See it in that window? It's in that window right there. And yeah, this middle window right there.
Yeah. That's the webcam?
With the dome hanging down.
Yeah.
That's the webcam.
That's the webcam?
So if anybody's online looking at the webcam, we're in it right now.
Yeah. They're looking right at us.
Yeah. Looking right at us, pointing at the camera.
Pointing at them?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Caitlin said it reminded her of Scotland. Up here. It's not a whole lot different. Not as many rocks in Scotland, but the landscape is very similar. I'm sure those diesel engines cost them a hell of a lot less to operate than the steam ones. Those are the presidentials, aren't they? We're on Washington,
Yep.
Jefferson, Madison.
I think those are
Yeah. Washington Hotel is down there. See it? Oh yeah. Red roof. Gorgeous day though. Also on the summit is the historic Tip Top House, a former hostel built in 1854 to house weary hikers to the mountain. Today, it's a fully restored museum showing what life on the mountain was like in the 19th century. Well, usually it's really crowded in here.
Yeah.
We just have to time it right. Oh, bunks. Started a summit newspaper. Oh, look at that picture in winter time.
Well, it must be fun up here in the winter.
Yep. No running water. There's a sink, but your water is down here in the jugs. Lead jugs to store the water.
Tasty.
Mm.
Want to
Tip
sign the
Top House
visitor's
Hotel.
log?
Oh, you can?
I think so.
Yeah, we'll sign it.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know
Shameless plug.
if I
You continue?
figure out where the road goes. falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
How deep in the ground these things go.
Jumping from cliffs so high,
Holding the building down.
trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes.
Having too much fun, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just shooting me. Just waiting for our train to come back up, take us back down. I got a feeling the next trains that come up are ours. Thanks.
If we look down at the bottom of Bird's Ravine, that's this ravine off to the right-hand side, you can see there's a large area where the trees have been knocked over. That's actually a 3-acre area. While it's highly uncommon, there was an avalanche in 2011, and that was the damage caused by that avalanche. You can still see it today. That building is level. I know it doesn't look it, but it is level. It's us that are so crooked. I remind you that your seat you're sitting in is built on an angle. This water tower has stood here for the past 150 years. As long as the tracks have been here, it holds 5,000 gallons of water. It's completely spring-fed by a spring just beyond the tree lines here. And last summer, our moose made himself a friend. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sweater off.
How was it?
That was awesome. That was fun. Ugh. Trains are so crowded though.
They are. They pack them tight.
Looks like they're sending a whole bunch of trains up this last run.
Oh, is it the last one? It's been close to there.
That coal train
Oh, it stinks.
that's back there, that's the old steam engine. Those are the engines they used to have exclusively until about, what did they say? 1998?
Yeah.
2008? They said that when they started to run diesel engines. Used to be strictly coal trains.
Yeah.
And those are only run sparingly now. Well, there. It's a lot hotter down here. After our ride on the cog, we returned to my parents' house and we were treated to an amazing light show as some strong thunderstorms blew through the area that night. Join us in the next episode as our trip takes us to Maine, where we visit friends and family there, as well as going on one of my favorite places in the world, Acadia National Park. If you're interested in visiting this spectacular area of the Maine coast, you will not want to miss this episode.